system that's 10 years old.
You have to understand the want on the part of the fans of the Street Fighter franchise.
Yeah.
There have been after Street Fighter 2, there have been so many crappy Street Fighter Omegas and Alphas and blah 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 and bullshit, and people just wanted a follow-up. Not very many people said anything about Street Fighter 3. I mean, this is really the sort of, almost, you could think of it as the follow-up to Street Fighter 2. And in that context, it's great because this is what people want out of a Street Fighter game. You have one person fighting another person, and they fight each other until one of them falls down.
Yeah.
And you have all the classic characters, all their classic moves, beautifully rendered.
Oh yeah, the game looks great.
And the going from 2D to 3D works perfectly, and I love the game. I love getting better at it. I love the competitiveness online. The only fighting game right now that I would play over Street Fighter 4 is Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which I have on my arcade.
I love that game, but
that's chaos done not hyper and done well.
That you don't think that game is hyper? That game is so much more hyper than Smash Brothers Brawl. It's unbelievable, and it's also not very well balanced. But oddly enough, that's kind of part of the fun.
It's like, and it's not very well balanced. But for veterans who know, I know what here I can juggle a person here. But no, the difference between something like Marvel vs. Capcom and Smash Brothers, the characters are tiny. They don't float around.
I'm sorry, the characters on Smash Brothers are not that tiny.
They are.
Also, I mean, you don't have very good eyesight. You have to sit so close to the damn TV to see what's going on. It's amazing you're not blind.
That's not the point.
It is.
No, it's
because
not,
I think that's your problem and not a problem with the game.
Okay, when 10 years ago, when my eyesight was much better, and I was playing the first Smash Brothers, I thought the characters were too small, and now they're even smaller.
What the hell are you talking about? We played Smash Brothers all the time, and you were great at it.
But as a joke, it was like a joke to me.
It wasn't a joke to me. Maybe that's why you got your ass kicked so many times. But Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, Street Fighter 4, great fighting game. Just a great standard fighting game.
In my opinion, the days of we take turns punching each other until one of us falls down are over for me. I want something new. I like something different.
I like the old school feel to it, and I like the Ultra combo system and that sort of thing.
Which you can't pull off with that crappy.
Well, you can.
Oh no, I can't.
You can.
But I will say that for Street Fighter fans who wanted this, I'm happy they got it. And I'm sure if you love the Street Fighter games, which I don't, you're gonna love the hell out of it. Next up on the list, Wii Sports Resort.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of an updated version of Wii Sports, which is apparently like the best-selling game that's ever been made. But to be fair, that's because it's bundled with the system.
Well, yeah.
And individual sales, I don't think would have done very well. The individual sales of Wii Sports Resort have been fantastic for the Wii. I'm a little sick of Nintendo producing games like this. I would like to see something come out for more my age level.
Right.
And the ones that have, have been good to mixed. So I'm getting a little tired of this, and when Wii Sports Resort came out and that was like their big game, I was like, you know, why don't you just try something else? You've done so much in the way of trying to appeal to the general audience, which is pretty much just kids and families.
Right.
Put something out that I would really get excited about playing. I like Wii Sports Resort a lot, but I'm not terribly excited about it. I wasn't terribly excited about it. Basically what it is Wii Sports was basically just testing the waters of how well the motion controls work for the Wii, and they worked well on the Wii Sports.
Right.
And this basically said, here's what we can do, here's what you can look forward to. This was testing the Wii Motion Plus to find out whether or not it works.
And it works.
And it does.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to them incorporating the Wii Motion Plus into more games in the future, and I know that Red Steel 2 is going to be an exclusive for that, and a couple of other games hopefully will incorporate it.
Well, the Tiger Woods game that you sold, goddammit.
I'm not a golf person. I don't know what I was thinking.
I really, really like that game. But anyway.
But regardless, you know, the games on Wii Sports Resort are fun. Most of you, like Wii Sports, you're going to have ones that you play a lot and ones that you're never going to play again. I don't particularly care for the cycling. I don't know what it's doing on there. But the bowling is great. The fencing is very fun. The archery is
I really
wonderful.
like the archery. You
Yeah.
know, I'll just say it. I find it's cute, it's fun. You know, if you've got 15 minutes where you don't really have anything to do, turn it on. But
Yeah, 20 tops.
yeah, it's just, I mean, I don't know. I agree with everything you said. You know,
It represents everything that's good and everything that's bad about the Wii.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is basically the Wii's philosophy. We're going to do something for kids and families, and everybody can get involved for about 20 minutes tops in your living room. And it works on that level, but I want them to come out with something.
Yeah, I was going to say,
for me.
Or you could play Xbox and play something for adults.
And for hours. You're not going to play Wii Sports Resort for hours.
Hell no. Unless, you know, it would have been nice for them to give an online feature so you could compete with people.
You know, people are kind of split down the middle with regard to that opinion. A lot of people are saying some of this would work well for online and some of it wouldn't. Like, why are you going to have online for the flying the plane around, or there are only so many games that you could incorporate online to.
Well, then incorporate it for those. I mean,
at the very least, I would like a leaderboard. There's no excuse. There is no excuse for why this doesn't have a leaderboard. And you've got this, the stamp system where you can earn stamps, but nobody's going to know but you.
You know what? Fuck this. This is why I don't like this.
Well, this is why I say, it represents the best and worst of the system, and this is their philosophy. This is what they want for their system, and I like the game, but I'm getting sick of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there really no more to say on that one. What do we got here?
Dead Space.
Oh, I'll field this one because I'm the one that played it.
Well, I played a little bit of it, so let me say, creepy, nice control scheme. I mean, it's sort of like Resident Evil in space.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that when you're done.
Interesting weapons, interesting aliens.
Interesting combat system and interesting setup for the story.
Right, it is an interesting setup for the story. This kind of story has rarely been done in Hollywood, and I'm surprised about that. They tried to do it with that terrible.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Event
about.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wow.
And so if you make a movie out of this, and this goes to show you how well they did the creepiness factor in this game. To make a movie out of this would be damn scary because the game is damn creepy.
They are making a movie about this.
Oh God.
But it lends itself so well to that medium.
It does.
Because it really is like playing a creepy-ass movie.
For a survival horror thing, this is a great game.
Well, I'll tell you something. This is what I was hoping for Resident Evil 5. Which is a real, true follow-up to Resident Evil 4, and you get something in RE5 that's just okay compared to the last game. I'm not saying that they have to make a masterpiece every time they make a game, but this takes what Resident Evil 4 did and improves upon a couple of things, and really just does something different with the same kind of formula, which is what I was hoping for in RE5. They did nothing different, but here.
Well, in RE5 they had that crappy cover system that you choose all about.